Good evening, my beautiful souls. I'm Dr. Bhuvi, your friendly IELTS host. I'm super stoked to be here with you all. I'm aware that most people do not particularly enjoy Mondays. Despite it being a Monday night, I'm quite energized. You know the reason? It's because I've accomplished all my assigned tasks for the day. I hope you guys started this week on a productive note. As you've heard before, your Monday thoughts sets the tone for the entire week. According to the mindset and wellness expert, Christina Imre, who also happens to be a keynote speaker, Mondays are for those who are on a mission. You know what? In order to amp up your tonight's session, I have come up with what's called the Monday Mojo. Here, I will start my session in a creative way. It's a fun segment for adventitious reasons, just to start off my session called Bhuvi's Monday Mojo. In today's Monday Mojo, I'm going to hook you guys through one such short yet powerful didactic story. It is a deep message, guys, that will tap into your imaginative and creative ability. I want you guys to visualize this short story as I read it out for you. You know, some of my neighbor kids, they say that I make up for a really good raconteur. Let's see if you guys enjoy my narrative. Let me read it out aloud for you. It's a very, very short story. It's called The Power of Being Silent in a Noisy World. And the story goes, once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived a fisherman father along with his young lad. One day, this young lad asked his fisherman father, Papa, is it okay to tell people about my goals and dreams in life? The fisherman was silent for a moment, then asked, Why do you want to know that? The young lad answered, Well, Papa, I have many big dreams, really big. I want to be of impact in all areas of life to my generation and all aspects of life. However, I don't know if I should or shouldn't tell people about these dreams I have. The fisherman smiled, then said, You know what? Let's go catch some fish in the river and then we will continue this conversation, okay? At that moment, the fisherman and his son took their fishing equipment and went fishing. At the river, they put a piece of halt on the hook and casted the fishing rod into the river to catch a fish. As the bait went in, a few hours later, they had already caught a lot of fish and their basket was almost filled. The fisherman then stopped, pointed at the basket, and said to his son, Take a look at all these fish in the basket. They've been caught by the hook, and their fate is now different from those that are in the river. These fish have lost everything in their lives, their families, friends, and home. Sadly, they will have to suffer and be killed in the most gruesome way. Some will be fried, some baked, some barbecued, some grilled, some steamed, etc. Do you know why they have to go through such misfortune? The boy thought for a minute, then shook his head and said, I don't know, Papa. Tell me. The fisherman took a deep breath and then whistled. Well, it is because they couldn't close their mouths. It is stated that a fish with a closed mouth never gets caught by the hook. It never falls a victim. Upon saying that, the fisherman patted his son's shoulder, smiled, and then continued. Son, this is what happens in real life. Many people have failed and lost everything they ever acquired in life because they opened their mouths too wide and told other people about their dreams and plans. A good reason to guard your senses and keep your mouth shut about upcoming projects is that most people do not want to see you succeed. This is a piece of advice to save your plans from being sabotaged by people who envy you. You should never announce your dreams until they are close to completion. Many people will do everything in their power to send a dagger through your chest just to ensure you do not succeed. A closed mouth never gets into trouble. Keep your big move a secret, move in silence, take action, and shock people with your results. How wonderful is this message? You know, they say empty vessels make the most noise. Rather than lamenting on your mundane shortcomings, sorrows, and sufferings of day-to-day life to other people, be silent and pursue the path of success. I feel it's always better to be tight-lipped about our private affairs until we see the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's be honest, how many around you genuinely want your best interest at heart? The more you talk, the more you'll be judged for your actions and for your words. Let the world know about your accomplishments rather than about your agonies in life. Another important message is to be a person who weighs his or her words in life. People notice those who are observant, refined, and articulate in place of those who indulge in trivial blathering. It's far, far better to be a lone wolf empath than to be a wordless babble. Don't you think so? You know, your time is your ultimate luxury. Spend it with those who are truly and genuinely concerned for you and who are worthy of your time. All right, that's enough mojo for the day. Guys, for today's session, just get ready for a whirlwind of fun, buzz, and banter, for I'm about to swoop you up to a faraway land, far from the madding crowd and the Monday blues, where I'm about to indulge you in heart-to-heart conversations that could ease away all your worries. You can measure your words and speak to me as long as you feel that it could improve or enhance your English communication skills. I'm quite bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for tonight's session because it's beginner's day, meaning anyone who wants to converse with me can take part without having a worry in the world. For today's topics will be basic yet heartwarming. Unwind your stressful Monday with me, guys. Let's have a conversation as refreshing as a glass of fresh lemonade on a scorching summer's day. I'll just note down your names because I haven't entered your names for the day. All right. I hope I was audible enough. I didn't double check that. But yes, there are already 6 names and I have to include Pavan Sharma. I think I have to edit here in the other channel. Let me just do that. If at all you'd like to take part, let me know now, okay, so that there'll not be any disruption during my session timing. All right. And a lot of you might tend to disagree for the short stories message, but then to each their own, right? Yes. Okay, I've noted Pavan Sharma's name. -3 is here. Anam, yes, Anam gave her name. Would anyone else be willing to take part in my session for tonight?
Hello, hi Bhuvi. I would like to take part.
And your name, please?
Nandan, Nandan.
Okay, thank you so much, Nandan. It'll be a pleasure interacting with you. Who else?
Yeah, I'd love to take part as well.
Name, please?
Bunny.
Bunny. Okay, Bunny. All right, I have 10 participants' name at hand. If at all any one of you are willing to take part. Maria, yes, I'll just check if Maria's name is here. Maria, your name is noted down already, dear. Add my name, Professor. Yes, I'm sorry, just now I'm checking the messages. I don't want to miss out on a single participant today. Yes, Professor. And today's not cue card day, guys. It's just heart-to-heart conversations, meaning I will just ask whatever that automatically comes in my mind, right? So you can also not think too much and just talk from your heart, as long as it's okay for you. Yes, Bunny. I don't know if I gave heart to Maria. I'll just check. Okay, let's not dilly-dally and let's just dive in, okay? If at all you like to take part whilst I'm conducting the session, kindly tag my name and mention your name, okay? With that being said, let's dive in. So first will be Pavan Sharma. I've noted his name in the middle somewhere, but then he's an IELTS aspirant, so he will be given priority. Once I'm done with Pavan Sharma, I'm all yours, okay? I'm all yours for you, as well as yours to listen for the night, okay? 1 second. If at all, in the sequence that's been mentioned, right? If at all any one of you is an IELTS aspirant, kindly let me know now. So I'll give priority to your speaking. Okay, IELTS aspirant IELTS works both ways for me. Yes. Yes, dear. Oh God, I don't know the meaning of your name. Serenade, sepulchral serenade. I think I have to know the meaning of your name, but I know who you are. Yes, I think I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, so 12 participants it is for the time being. And yes, I'm done noting down the names. So yes, is Pavan here? Pavan?
Yes, ma'am. Am I
How
audible?
are you? Now you are. How are you
I'm
doing,
fine.
Pavan?
I am doing great. What about you, ma'am?
I'm doing sprightly. Thank you so much. I've done a lot for the
Okay.
day. Though it's Monday, I think I was rejuvenated because of the weekend, right? So I was able to handle all my
Okay.
tasks. And right now, I'm all yours to listen. So yes, Pavan, have you booked your date yet?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then we will experiment with cue cards and follow-ups, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Because Pavan is an IELTS aspirant, I'll be asking a cue card to him. Okay, guys? 1 second. Okay. Pavan, 1 second, Pavan. I'm just selecting your cue card. Pavan, this is your question for the day. I'm not going to enter the question in the group chat. I just want to test your listening capabilities for the day, okay? Let
Okay.
me just... So you have to answer the question for you, Pavan. Talk to me about a famous personality that you ardently admire. I repeat, you have to talk to me about a famous personality that you, or a celebrity that you ardently admire. Okay, you should say who this personality or the celebrity is. All right. Why do you admire the celebrity? What qualities about the celebrity that you particularly like? And yes, talk to me about one movie or whatever creative work they had done in their life. Okay, I just want you to talk to me at length for at least 1.5 minutes if you can, Pavan. And I'll give you a preparation time for 1 minute. You got my question, right?
Talk to me a famous personality whom you admire most.
Yes, Pavan. personality as in celebrity. Okay, I think you have already spoke to me about one such influencer previously, a long time back, I guess. Not able to recollect exactly whom, but I think that you did. So I want you to talk to me about a celebrity in today's case, okay? I'll give you 1 minute time for preparation, Pavan, and your time starts now for preparing. Pavan, please start.
Yeah. Although I like many renowned actors uh, in their films, one of them is
Pavan, I lost you. You're
sarcasm.
not so audible. Can you please start from the beginning again? Because you were
Okay.
not audible. Yes.
Although I like many renowned actors, one of them is exceptional and worth mentioning. He is a famous actor in Bollywood, and his name is SRK, Shah Rukh Khan. People often called him King of Bollywood. He is a devoted actor who always like to perform well in every film. He started his career uh, in 1992, and soon he became popular. Even though he started his in career in hero, yet he made a strong presence in Bollywood. As a consequence, he became popular just one or two films. Although he has appeared in all types of movies, comedies, and he gets swimmingly with it. People call him consummate comedian and king of romantic movies because he possesses a unique sense of humor and good comic timings. He generates a guffaw of laughter by producing relatable and observational comedy and romance because he knows the meat and potatoes of acting. Uh, I like to mention
Pavan, I'm not able to hear you.
his name is his movie was My Name Is Khan. In that movie, he played a role of Aspergillus syndrome. So in that movie, he showed that how he biased by his title. Furthermore, he usually utilizes his own experience to create and produce comedy as well as other roles that looks relatable and real. His innate ability to improvise and think off his feet, allowing him to produce fresh, spontaneous comedy.
Pavan,
But also, he started several businesses such as VFX and IPL. Apart from this, he exhibits a good stage of presence and can combine well the audience, which supports him to incline their experience. His romantic timing is a charm for him. He depicts punchlines
Pavan, am I the only one who's thinking that Pavan is breaking off in the middle?
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
yes,
His
yes,
voice
yes,
is getting
yes.
on and off.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, thank you, sir.
this is happening due to poor internet connection, I think.
Okay, Pavan. Go
Yes,
on, go
yes.
on.
Uh, he depicts punchline with excellent romantic timing and delivery. Overall, actor.
Overall, okay,
I
overall actor,
admire.
but what did you say?
I overall actor. Just overall actor. Uh, just yeah. Just finish. I admire artist. Apart from this, he's a good sense of humor. Moreover, he is a businessman mindset also. Firstly, he sorry, his talent in Bollywood and business. Due to this, he make a renowned
Pavan,
and richest Bollywood artist in the world. He's the fourth richest actor in the world. Moreover, he is a humble and beginning. He did everything from soups to nuts to become a mega star. Secondly, is a source of inspiration for me. So, in a nutshell, he is a humble uh, superstar and gained enormous success. Due to this reason, I always thank you.
okay, Pavan, I don't know how much of my feedback, I don't know if you'd be able to hear. If at all you're hearing my feedback in bits and pieces, okay, just reach out to me. But other than that, otherwise, just listen to the recording, okay? Pavan, bravo. I really liked your answer for my cue card question for today, okay? Literally, your cue card answer was full of vocabs. I really enjoyed Pavan, and also Shahrukh happened to be my favorite as well. So we have something in common there. Now, coming to your answer in itself, Pavan, you need to fix your network if at all you want to be taking part in sessions, okay? Because it can play a spoil sport. Others tend to listen and learn from us, right? So
Okay.
try to fix your network from next session, okay? But today it's fine. Where do I start? I really liked your answer for this one, Pavan, because you have implemented what all I told you. There were expressions. I think if I have to take a trip down memory lane and talk about the time when I first heard you, right, for the very first time, um, you had that monotone, meaning you sounded really dull, and your performance was quite lackluster. But in tonight's session, I'd have to admit that you exceeded my expectations in terms of how you expressed yourself. Um, and other than that, I'd have to say good use of expressions and words. You can improve, but I know your mettle, okay? I know from where you've reached to this stage. So I'm impressed with you, Pavan. Apart from this, if I have to talk about feedback from IELTS point of view, right? I have to say, what did I tell you about using transitional phrases, especially start you did use towards the end, you used overall, but when you began your answer, right, you said, um, although there are a lot of renowned actors, I have to talk about one actor who's worth mentioning here. I really like that point. You could have used it as a second line. For the first line, you can start by saying to begin with at the outset, or first and foremost, first things first. It's a very common term that native speakers use. You can use that phrase, okay? First things first, let me just let you know. Or you can say at the if I have, well, right off the bat, if I have to say something, use the idiom right off the bat, okay? If I have to talk about something right off the bat, I just have to tell you that I'm not someone who ardently likes any particular celebrity. That's because I'm interested in sports, or maybe I have this fondness towards athletes or something like that, okay? Even athletes can be celebrities. But yeah, you can just come up with a better first one-liner for the first line, and then you can say, although in my personal experience, although there are quite a lot of renowned actors, here one actor who's worth mentioning would be SRK. He's called King Khan or King of Bollywood. And you can start talking. You did say initially, he played an anti-hero. Now, anti-hero, anyway you can pronounce. Instead of that, a better word for IELTS would be antagonist, okay? If at all you're talking about a hero, you're talking about the lead actor in a role, you can say protagonist. Otherwise, you can say antagonist, okay? Here you could have used antagonist because that will give you brownie points, right? Apart from that, other words that you used, here you said consummate comedian, and Asperger's syndrome also you mentioned about one of his movies, which is really good. You had this really keen listening skill, because I did ask you about a particular work of this celebrity, and you mentioned My Name is Khan and Asperger's syndrome, what he was going through in that movie, right? And stage present,
Aspergillus
innate.
syndrome. Yeah. Yeah.
Not Aspergillus, it is Asperger's.
Asperger's
Yeah.
syndrome. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about science here, okay? Aspergillus is an entirely different term. Yes, and main point that I have to tell to you, Pavan, only use words that you are 100% confident about its pronunciation or about its meaning, okay? Do not mispronounce a word, because then it can lead to some other word altogether. And we do not want to lose points on that one, okay? I want you to only use those words or those lexicons that for those, you know the meaning, actual meaning or pronunciation, okay? If you're not confident about a particular pronunciation, do not use it, okay? Here, if you had told Aspergillus, the context should have been all the more different, okay? We do not even want to talk about that. Okay. And other than that, I really enjoyed your answer. You did answer all the points. You know what? One thing, when you spoke about Shah Rukh, I just have to say one quality about Shah Rukh that I absolutely admire is his chivalry, chivalrous nature, because that is one quality first quality that I look forward in a guy or a man is his chivalrous nature. He should be gallant and chivalrous in my books. Okay, so you could say that chivalry, the word, because it is so hard to find rare quality amongst men these days. So yes, you can say that as well, include that as well, because Shah Rukh is known for that. He treats his female co-stars or whoever he's performing, right? Or in interviews, though he has a certain touch of sarcasm to his speech, which you can say he has a good sense of humor, because you are practically admiring him, right? So you can say he also has a good sense of humor, right? You can say that as well. But apart from that, I really enjoyed your answer. A quick follow-up questions, just a couple, and you can just answer these in a few lines, okay?
Okay.
Tell me, Pavan, just like you, as you just said, Shah Rukh is your favorite celebrity or celebrity icon or figure that you ardently admire. So, if at all what can one do to reach that pinnacle of success in life?
Can you repeat it?
How can a normal person, an average person, reach that pinnacle of success in life?
anyone can reach that particular level of success if he is very disciplined and hardworking. Apart from this, he has to respect their elder or senior co-stars. So that kind of quality if you have. Apart from this, you should be a very business mindset and choosy. Whatever you are choosing, try to do that work with honesty and give your 100% so that you can see good result.
All right. Pavan, for this answer, instead of hardworking, choosy, okay, you can come up with better alternatives. You can say tenacity, or if at all one is tenacious in life, okay, you can use such words, okay, try to, let's be ambitious and aim for a higher band score, okay, Pavan?
Okay,
Use a
okay.
better alternative.
Okay.
You
So
can say
can you
respectful.
respectful? Yeah, respectful.
Because you've already used a lot of vocabs for your cue cards, right?
Yes.
Start using transitional words, transitional phrases. If I have to express my opinion, in my personal opinion, I believe that in order for a person to catapult, in order to person to achieve that success or to elevate oneself to that a level of success, I would say that one has to be really gritty. One can be extremely tenacious, right? And one should be extremely diligent as well. Don't use extremely twice because I'm just thinking on the spot and I'm answering and I'm not preparing for IELTS at the moment. But you have to make note of it. Try to come up with different adverbs, okay? And another thing, what else you can say? Apart from these, I would say the most important quality or the fundamental quality that I admire in a celebrity has to be their humility or their humble nature, how they treat others. Especially, I love 𝙈𝙀𝙎𝙎's philanthropic nature because I have seen various instances or particular incidents where he has shown extreme benevolence to those around him, to those who are needy, okay? Use such words, okay? Other than that, I really like the answer for this one. Incorporate transitional phrases, okay? Today's feedback, main feedback for you. Talk to me, Pavan, about what qualities do you need to possess in order to reach success in life?
For success in life, we should be firm determined and we should have a good emotional intelligence, because a lot of people have IQ but they fail due to lack of emotions imbalance. They don't know how to balance their emotions. As a consequence, they react quickly and they spoil their relationship with their owner or their bosses. As a result, they are not getting good projects or opportunities.
Not at all impressed with follow-ups, Pavan. Disappointed, disheartening follow-up answers that you're giving. Pavan, for this question, you can answer. I'm asking your personal opinion. Now, you have to express in better terms. It's like as if you're preparing for cue cards, but you're not preparing for your follow-ups, okay? For this question, you can say, and you're not paraphrasing. If I'm asking a question, success, you're repeating success. That's why even the second follow-up, I said success, and you're still repeating the same. Don't reiterate, try to paraphrase, okay, Pavan?
Okay.
Okay, if I have to answer to this with utmost honesty, I'd have to say that in order for a person to catapult themselves to success or to that achievement in life, I guess that one needs to be extremely focused and determined. Apart from that, I'd also have to say that they have to steer clear from distractions as well, because and also another thing. Okay, firstly, secondly, thirdly, you can use here. Okay, I'm not using, but you have to use. Okay. I believe that fortune favors the brave. One should be able to take bold decisions and to face their fear with utmost confidence. And initially, there might be trepidations, there might be trials in life, life is not all about sunshines and rainbows. Over the course of time, I think if at all they are determined, their sheer willpower will elevate them to places. Okay, you can say something like this. Okay, come up with better answers. Okay, think on the spot. Your presence of mind is not good enough, Pavan. I want you to start thinking outside the box and answer for this question. Okay, but I was impressed with your cue card. Cue card was fab. Just work on your follow-up questions, okay? Because these questions have been asked in IELTS, so very easy questions. Focus on follow-ups as well, Pavan. All right?
Okay.
Other than that, I really liked your performance. Thank you so much, Pavan.
Thank you. Hello,
Okay.
ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can use instead of success, we can use accomplishment, achievement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your mind works after a couple of seconds or something. No, it should
Or
work
like
on the
victory, we can
spot.
say victory also, victory, conquest.
Yes, for that you have to frame your sentence accordingly. Okay, certain words you have to use it. If it is an adjective, you have to use it in that context. If it is a noun, you have to use it in that context. Here, mostly adjectives, right? Attributes. We're talking about attributes here. In order to achieve success, in order to achieve that accomplishment, so you need certain attributes to elevate you, right? So when you're talking about attributes, it's basically adjectives. Try to use it in the right way, okay? But other than that, you're good to go, Pavan. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Otherwise, I can also say confident, good networking skills.
Yeah,
Hello.
you can use that as
Good.
well. Yes, Pavan, you can.
Intelligent. Yes. Because it is all about networking skills also. How you maintain relationship with your seniors or good producers, prominent producers.
Yes, these thoughts you can save, you can write it up, okay? Whenever you're free, just write these thoughts so that, the great thing about IELTS is that if you prepare for a particular question, you can even answer for another question. So probably you can write your thoughts, okay? Start journaling as well, Pavan, if you can write your thoughts, okay? The more you write, it'll get ingrained in your memory, right? There's a thing called muscle memory, right? So yes, start doing that. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Pavan. Okay, I'm done with Pavan. Second will be -3. Is -3 here?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, -3. How are you doing?
I am fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing fine, -3. Are you done with your dinner?
No, I will be skipping it today.
Why so?
That's my diet plan. You can say like I took 1 meal per day. So I had already done my lunch. So I will be not taking my dinner.
Okay, are you on this intermittent fasting thing?
You can say, but that's my lifestyle nowadays. It's not like I am doing it consciously. It's just a way I am living now.
Okay, -3. Uh, all right. I don't know if that's healthy. Just do proper research, okay, before doing this sort of thing. I don't know if it can yield long-term effect. Yeah.
I will be having fruits. It's not like I am skipping whole, like I am not taking anything. I will be having fruits in dinner, but not food or anything.
Okay. You're avoiding carbs.
You can say, but it's not making me feel weakness. It's just the way of follow. This is the type of thing that
-3, you're not audible. I don't know if it's my network issue because I just got a call while you were talking. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. He has some network issue, I guess.
God, what's up with my participants? -3, kindly fix your network, please.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, -3. Am I audible enough for you?
Yes, you are audible. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Now you are. Um,
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. You can proceed with question or what's the
yes,
today's format?
yes. It's all about everyday conversations for the day. And since it's beginner's day, you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
answer at length, okay? You can just be at ease and answer me. All right?
Mm-hmm. Sure, ma'am.
Um, For Pavan, because he was an aspirant, I asked him about celebrity. Okay, the topic
Mm-hmm.
for him was celebrity. For you, I'm planning to ask about childhood memory. Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
so do I have to create some fiction story here, or I can just uh, set some realistic thing also, because I might not comfortable to say realistic things. So is
minus
it
three.
okay?
-3. I haven't even asked you the question yet. I
Okay,
just told the
sorry.
topic.
Sorry.
Okay. So the topic for the day for you is about childhood memory. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
So you can just answer in a few lines. It's just going to be easy. Go with the flow kind of conversation with people here today, okay? Just to
Mm-hmm.
test how people, even including me, okay? I haven't had a proper conversation with people. So, yes, just be at ease. Mm, Talk to me about one of your favorite childhood memories.
Uh,
It can be with a friend, it can be with your mom, right? Or it can be with some pet on a random day or something, right? Something that made you smile, which you distinctly remember.
okay. When I was kid, I have cracked major exam actually, because my family wasn't financially enough strong to afford studies for me. So, but then I just cracked one exam, and because of that, I got a chance to study from that point of time till 12th class for free. So that was the most, you can say, exciting and happy moment for me and my family also. And I was kid at that time, and it was not much expected from me because the exam was hard. But still, I managed to crack it without any coaching and just on self study. It's just one moment, I would say, that just I can say remind. I got reminded in terms of childhood memory. Is this good answer?
Yes, it is. -3, growing up, what did you want to be when you were a child, right? You might have had
Mm-hmm.
some plans or something. We all we all did, right? At some point of time. I mean, looking back, what I wanted to be when I was a child, I wanted to be a writer, and then, yeah, my plan didn't work out that way. But then, what did you want to be as a
बहुत
child?
बढ़िया ग्रुप है यार
23,000 मेंबर हैं भैया
यार इंग्लिश बोलना मम्मी
Aditya, please. I don't know why people can be so insolent and impudent during my session. I will not allow you to speak because you are using such a presumptuous tone with me, which I do not entertain in my session and which completely disrupts peace. Okay. So -3, you please tell me. I hope that you got my question, -3.
Um, can you please repeat little bit?
Growing up, what did you want to be when you were a
Okay, yeah,
child?
got it. Sorry. Okay, so I was a good cricket player as well as basketball player, so I want to pursue that career. Although my parents was like eagerly they want me to be some scientist sort of person or some engineer. So my father, he just keep feeding me these things like mathematics, civics. But when I grow up after 12th, they forced me to pursue computer science. Although after pursuing it, I like it. I started liking it, and now like I love my work that I am doing. But it wasn't my own choice. It was the forcefully thing that was like uh, that my parents have put on me. But now I started liking it because I think I am that type of person who like logical things, and this field is full of logics and all. So yeah, from in childhood I want to be cricketer, and not then basketball player. But yeah, in school I used to be good basketball player. I played till national level also, but like it was just a school level thing. After that, I didn't get a chance to play it anywhere.
Listening to your question, I kind of feel that you might be uh, getting that kind of aspiration after watching some cricketer or one of your favorite athletes, right? So, can you tell me, growing up, who was your favorite athlete or sports person?
Okay, actually, I was a fan of whole cricket, you can say team. I wasn't aware of any player particularly at that time because I was the kid and I can't like just put some name and all. But I like to watch them playing, and I was like naturally, I was physically, you can say fit and was able to do good batting in that regard. So in cricket, I was naturally good, but when I went to this hostel, as I told you, I cracked the exam and I entered the hostel. There I get a chance to play basketball. There I got to know like, okay, I can be good basketball player also. At that time, I do not praise any player of basketball and all because there they were very restricted and they not allow us to research on these things and all. So I just played with my teammates and I was good in that also. That's why I was able to got till national level. So yeah, that's the thing.
That's wonderful, -3. You're such a nerd in a lot of ways. There's few things in common between us. You know that, I think. But
Yeah.
other than that, can you tell me, as a child, um, did you travel anywhere? Which was your favorite place that you loved to visit when you were a child? Because I
Okay.
remember when I was a
Mhm.
child, that's the same thing still. It's my same preference. If at all I get a couple of days, um, like for example, if at all I want to go rejuvenate or go unwind myself for the weekend, I usually go to my grandma's place because she's really, really one person who's very close to my heart, apart from my mom. So, talk to me. Do you like traveling to some countryside, or do you like to go somewhere in the city, somewhere around the city when you were a child?
Okay, but in childhood, actually, my childhood was little dark. Okay, but in traveling, if I would say, I haven't traveled anywhere in my childhood, but I got sometime, I got chance to travel to my maternal grandmother's home. Okay, so when we got vacations in June, July, you can say. So my mom used to take me with her to to my grandmom home, and it was a village. So I used to live in city and it was village. It was very new thing to me, like full of greenery and all. I used to enjoy a lot there. But the thing is now I am living there permanently. So it's like common to me now. But yeah, at that time I used to enjoy it a lot and I used to just uh, wish like I should live here more and more. But yeah, after vacation I have to come back for studies. So that was the place at that time.
That's understandable. That will be all for tonight, -3. I enjoyed our conversation. I just wish I could have asked more, but then because of the list of the participants, I'm going to end here.
Mm-hmm.
-3, my motive for today, the reason being I asked you questions, very simple questions, is that I want you to come out of your shell, okay, and interact as you are with me. That is something that I do initially when I talk with people, right? The first time when I initiate conversations with people. Um, I don't ask a cue card a lot of times. If at all they appear on a cue card day, of course, I'll ask something regarding a lengthy speech or something. But for you, because of last week, I just made a mental note to myself that I'll ask easy questions. Mm, However, if childhood memory was not your forte, I'm sorry for that. But you did answer all the questions with ease. That is something that I really look forward in my speakers with people with whom I engage in conversations, right? I want them to be at ease. When you're at ease, you will ooze out confidence. You would not be apprehensive at all. So today you were at yours, you were yourself, and I really like that part. Regarding other aspects of speaking, because it's a very simple question, everyday question. I'm not going to bombard you with a lot of feedback. I'm just going to say that just come up with certain adjectives here and there, okay, that will kind of beautify your speech altogether, okay. Even if you were to express your opinion regarding something, right, or your viewpoint regarding something. For example, you talked about countryside, you talked about your grandma's place. You can say how much your grandmom means to you as a person, right? Though I'm not going to talk too much about other aspects, I'm just going to say that life is, as I just said to Pavan there, right? It's all life is all about ups and downs, right? So each one have their own dark moments and bright moments, right? So you can talk about those things that are okay to talk about, right? So I think you did exactly that, and I admired you for that. Apart from that, I just have to say grammar, but it is okay. First, we'll just focus on words, because without words, one will not even be able to confabulate. So we just have to focus upon words, okay? Over the course of time, we'll just focus on grammar. Next week, I'll be asking a cue card. I hope you'll be ready for that, -3. But I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation for tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I will be ready for cue card in next session.
Thank you, -3. So that will be all. Next, I think, will be Maria. 1 second. Yes, it's Maria's turn. Hi, Maria. Are you there?
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible? Let me know first this.
You are crystal clear. Am I audible enough for you guys?
Yes, ma'am. You're perfectly audible. Yours as
Thank
well.
you. Oh, thank you, dear. So, how are you doing, Maria?
Well, I'm doing perfectly fine nowadays. Thanks for asking. How about you, ma'am?
I'm doing great, my dear. As I just said, I had a productive day. And it's night time, so I just thought that I'll keep the conversation extremely light-hearted, right? I don't know, do they get intimidated by heavy conversations? I do not know that, but I was just thinking today we'll just keep it light-hearted, fun-filling session, right? So Maria, what's up with life lately? What are you doing these days?
Nowadays, my exams are coming in the corner, so I'm just preparing for that. And especially today, I also had a productive day. So yeah, glad I did studied.
Okay, because we are having everyday conversations, right? I might forget to give you this feedback, so I'll just give it as each question. If at all I'm sensing something, I'll just give it right away, okay? You can say my exams are right around the corner, okay, for this. And yes, yeah, I'm just keeping my fingers
Sure.
crossed. You can say this as well. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that everything goes my way, right? You can say this as well. Yes, but apart from that, let's just I'll just select a topic for you, and your topic for the day will be about fashion, Maria. Can you tell me, Maria, are you a fashionista?
I would not consider myself as a fashion person, although I like those people who are really into fashion and also showcase the talent to show, whether it is in the form of clothing, crafting, or even in the form of art. I really love it, but I do not find any personal interest in creating fashion and also being included in it.
Okay, what do you think about those people who are obsessed with fashion?
My point on those who are really passionate and also obsessed, I did not find personally very on a positive note, because appreciating and also having passion towards any sort of fashion is great, and we all appreciate for that. But overly of being obsessed on a particular thing, kinda it makes no absolute point in my opinion. So I don't find them really interesting when they overdose the fashion. trend and also include in every sort of formality and the lifestyles.
Mhm. Um, Considering what you just said, do you think that there are a lot of bad things that goes on into the fashion industry? Is that your opinion?
Yes, I feel what happens that there are certain things which are not the part of fashion, but is still few people they consider that it is fashion because they like it and they think it should be considered as a fashion. For example, the kind of obscene clothes we wear, it is not a sense of and also considered as a fashion, and also the uncrafted arts that we represent into the public, it is not only, so that has to be restricted. Fashion should be appreciated and also acknowledged in the sense of fashion rather than including everything as a form of fashion, because then everything become a fashion and also the true fashion won't be appreciated as much as it should be appreciated. So it is a unique form of a art to showcase the passion form. So I think we should be only restrict to it instead of overdosing over us.
That puts me in an introspective mode. So you think that fashion should be restricted only for beautiful people or for physically attractive people, Maria?
No, I don't say the fashion and the beauty, it should be restricted to the purity and the thing and those things it deserve to. And fashion and the beauty is not limited to the people who are really beautiful or even attractive. It is given to every people who really appreciate. What I meant by this, fashion should be limited so that it should not get into wrong hands, which those people who take advantage of it, instead of showing the real talent or the real fashion, they showcase other things which is not truly fashionable at all.
All right, tell me, Maria, do you have your own style statement or do you like to follow the crowd or the trend as we speak?
Well, I consider myself as a both. Sometimes I do follow my own trend, what I like to wear, what I like to follow in any sort of art and also the fashion, but also I wouldn't mind considering others' perspective of fashion, because whatever we see, if I see anything which is so attractive and even fashionable for me, I take in my consideration to follow that, and also sometimes I follow my own as well.
All right, Maria, tell me what fascinates you, or if I have to say, which area of fashion interest you most admire or like about? Do you like clothes or do you like cosmetics, skincare, or shoes, accessories, handbags? Because I, for one, I'm such a lover of handbags. I need my handbags different for different occasions. So tell me, what do you like about fashion, accessories?
Well, for me, I love every craft in the form of arts and the fashion that we have in the form of shoes, clothes, crafting, and even accessories. But personally, which I'm really into is which is clothes, because we have variety of clothes in the form of fashion, and also as living in India, as we have a different culture, and also in culture we have traditions that follows the clothing which has their own styles and fashion. And when a person who is really passionate about creating true art, they combine all the clothes and their traditional into one form and they represent it. And also in the recently I watched one video there, a girl who wear all sort of clothes in the such a form that represented every state of our country. that created true French and also represented the whole India in a very beautiful form. So yes, the clothing is the most interesting, fashionable thing for me to pursue or to see people pursuing it as well.
That's interesting, Maria. Can you talk about one such fashion person or fashionista that caught your eye lately in a few lines, if you may?
All right, for sure. Recently, I cannot recall the which award it was, but yes, a few months ago, there was one actress we all know, which who is Alia Bhatt. She wore one sari that was so beautiful, and also the way she presented herself with exaggeration, which was very limited yet very light and also caught everybody eyes, not mine as well, all over the world. We all were talking about that sari and the way she carried within herself, and also that boost her confidence as well. At the time, we could clearly see. Apart from this, I would also take a moment to appreciate. She also mentioned at the time that how much efforts the artist has put in to create that art. So yes, that was the moment.
Thank you, Maria. That will be all. Thank you so much. Maria, you did speak from your heart, which I really enjoyed, Maria, because it's a topic about fashion and girls' topic. I was thoroughly having a good time listening to you. Having said that, Maria, the same feedback that I gave to Pavan, okay,
Hmm.
paraphrase Maria. For questions like these, very simple questions, right? You have to showcase your lexicons, meaning that come up with very simple words. It's all everyday topics, right? What happens generally? People are of the notion that if it is a particular adjective, if it is a particular adverb, if it is a particular linking phrase or a transitional phrase, they will generally look into paraphrasing that. But the actual art lies in paraphrasing everyday sentences, everyday words, for someone who wants to indulge or who wants to speak with their people, right? Real life conversations, I would say in English, there are different forms of conversations or speech patterns, right? For formal tone, one can use a formal tone for any competitions. And when we are interacting with friends, because today's topics are all about when we interact with friends, right? These are all very real life conversation topics. So for these topics, sometimes what happens, we tend to forget or we tend to fumble when we do not know how to paraphrase. For you, you really answered from your heart, but try to paraphrase the word fashion. You can try to change here and there, right? I know it probably when you're put on the spot, probably might take some time to think, but I think that you are good with words. That's why I'm kind of suggesting you to paraphrase. Apart from that, I really thought that you spoke organically, which I really enjoyed. Thank you so much, Maria, for attending my session. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for asking question. And Stacey, could you give me any sort of homework to work on it, especially on that I
Mhm.
have spoken. Hmm.
Uh, Homework as in, you know what, when I do give a task, sometimes what happens, people do not appear the next session and I tend to forget as well. It is up to you to follow what you've been assigned, okay? If at all you appear in my
Okay.
next session, probably you can update me on that. But try to learn more everyday words, okay? Because the thing is, here in English learners, I think that even in my session, me included, right? Some of the terms that I use, or some of the words or phrases or expressions that I use, they are used in a formal setup. If at all you go and use the same word with a friend, they'll probably think you are a lunatic. Okay, unless you're interacting, your friend is a native speaker, probably they'll be able to understand. But for you, the task, why I'm saying is that even for simple everyday everyday words. Try to come up with better alternatives. For you, the topic was fashion, right? Try to go across, browse through some fashion vocabulary, right? What it all, I did give you a clue, right? Style statement, you can say fad, the current fad, you can say that. These are all terms that are used in everyday conversations. Now, the word conversation in itself, you would have heard Zaid as well, right? She's a very good, I really like her because she comes up with different vocabs, and it became such a trendy topic because when she joined, she started incorporating a lot of words and people started using those words. I have personally seen in chat that they've used certain words through her vocabulary session, right? So why I'm saying is that you have to be mindful of which words you can use and which words you can't use in a certain context, okay? For example, I can say conversation. If I say confabulate, then probably people might wonder. We in English learners, we certainly know that because we have acclimatized towards that a certain vocabulary, right? But real life, there are certain slang words to be used. You can just see what are all the slang words or current words that are existential, right? So when at all you're browsing through a word, right, you have to see whether in the Cambridge Dictionary, more preferable, I would say, or Oxford or Collins, but Cambridge is far more preferable according to me. You can just check if it is a commonly used word, okay, amongst the natives. So try to pick up those words, okay? And apart from that, yes, there are food vocabs, very, very everyday topics, which you will probably, if at all you listen to the recording, you'll understand. For Pavan, it was about childhood, for -3, it was about childhood memory. For Pavan, it was about celebrity, right? So these are all something topics that we discuss in our everyday life. So for celebrities, what can you alternate it with? What can you say? Renowned personalities, right? You can just say, come up with alternative vocabulary. But other than that, this is a simple feedback I'll give you, and the art of paraphrasing. For everyday questions, just select a few questions and paraphrase. The thing is, even Pavan here, I think it was the week before last, he asked for vocabulary. The thing is, even I have a hectic schedule, right? So I can't make a PDF or something. But if at all, one is an ardent learner, right? I keep telling that to people. We are not of the age where we can be spoon-fed, okay? We are adults here. Practically, a lot of people are in their 20s or probably even in their late teens, right? So what happens is that enough of spoon feeding. If at all you want to get into the habit of learning, you have to do the groundwork. Groundwork as in, if at all you want to learn vocabulary, you have to be really inquisitive. What all you're using in your everyday. For example, I'm someone who loves using a lot of adjectives. I just love expressions. So I kind of go along and experiment with different idiomatic expressions in my speech, because not only for IELTS, it's nothing to do with IELTS, it's just that I feel if a person can express that in a metaphorical way, right, using hyperbole, using alliterations, oxymorons, onomatopoeia, I think that it can almost enhance the person's speech and their ability to articulate. And a lot of native speakers do tend to use these, but here people will think it as Greek and Latin, right? They might not be able to comprehend, but you do not have to stop for that. You have to learn, right? So you have to think what kind of a speaker that you want to become and aspire to learn, or try to bring in those qualities that you want to improve or enhance in you, right? So for me, I think words can do wonders in your speaking, Maria. And by words, I mean even the art of paraphrasing. So come up with better phrases, okay? For example, if at all I'm saying to someone who's dejected or down in the dumps, right? I'm saying better luck next time I'm home. I'm sure that next time you'll be able to pick up and kind of do better, right? Something like this. For this, what are the better expression you can possibly use, right? You can try to learn alternatives. And the thing is to write, okay? A lot of people, they have these PDF these days, typed in PDFs, right? What happens when you write something? start the habit of journaling, which I time and again insist for my people. When you write, you enter your thoughts. There's some power in penning down your thoughts. That is something that I strongly advocate in my people, in my participants, because when you pen down your thoughts, you will know where you're going wrong, which grammatical error you're making, what kind of expressions to use. For example, even in spite of my work, right, a work routine and everything, at the end of the day, before I hit the sack, the thing I do is I do journaling. Even if it is just 5 lines, I try to enter my thoughts and what I'm most grateful for towards the end of the day, right? That particular day, what I'm most grateful for, and who are all the people, or what kind act I did. This is something that I made it a resolution from this year. What kind act I did through the course of day. One kind act, it can be a very simple act, but I just wanted to enter it in my journaling. So I just want to say that while you enter your thoughts, when you pen down, I think that you will have a lot more impact in the way you speak and in the way you articulate yourself. So try to pen down your thoughts more, Maria. I'm not talking penning down, not means in the group chat, okay? Typing is very easy. These days, people use a lot of resources. What I want to do without the help of Google or without the help of anything, you are a good girl, you are able to articulate well. So just even in simple terms, simple words, try to pen down your thoughts for the day. I think that will enhance your speaking, your writing, your thinking capability as well. Apart from this, paraphrasing, do not forget that. Thank you so much, Maria. I enjoyed our conversation.
Surely, ma'am. We'll work on that. And again, thank you so much for taking out your time for us.
That's okay. And also, if I can suggest, because I do suggest, if at all I really like someone here, I suggest you can take part in Zaid's session. I think that she's conducting vocabulary session, if I'm not wrong, because I haven't been listening, but ever since she joined, I think she only conducts vocabulary session. So I think she brings in a lot of words. I'm sure there are other hosts as well. And with all due respect towards other hosts, I haven't been able to listen to them. But because Zaid participates in my session, I have listened to her personally. And in English learners, if at all, if I have to say, two people, my most favorite people, I think everybody knows here, Ansh and Patricia, but I don't think they are handling sessions. Zaid is handling. She brings in a world of vocabs, okay, for everyone's knowledge. So yes, learn from her as well. But you are good to go, Maria. You are good in the way you articulate. Thank you, dear.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, Maria. And the biggest plus point is the way you answer the way, very interesting way. You have this tonality in your speech, which is very interesting, makes me listen to you more. Keep it up, dear. I'm done with Maria. You're welcome, dear. I'm done with Maria. I'm going to go to Universe. Is Universe here? Wow. Can you believe it? Universe has come to listen to my session. It's like the gods are speaking and gods are listening. But yes, very ironical. But yes, hi Universe, how are you doing?
I'm doing perfectly fine. What about you?
I'm doing fine as well. Listening to you all puts me at ease. Thank you so much. So Universe, is this the first time we are interacting?
No, second time I think.
Oh, second time. I'm sorry. I think that I keep forgetting unless a participant shows up at my session at least 3 times or so. I don't know what happens to my memory, but sorry for that.
It's been a long time.
Oh, it's been a long time, is it? Okay.
Yes.
That explains it. Let me pick out an interesting topic for us to converse, okay? 1 second. Sorry, I was parched there for a second. 1 second. What about, are you comfortable answering about neighbors?
Neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Is that topic good
I
enough for you? No? Okay.
related.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In that case, we'll skip that topic. What about TV programs? Is that interesting for you? Are you someone who watches a lot of TV programs, Universe?
No, I don't want. You can ask related technology, AI.
Technology and AI. Okay. You know what? Last week I did ask that a question to Anand. Okay, you know what? Let me just ask about technology. Okay, your wish is my command. So let me just ask you about that. Okay. But because it is a beginner's day, I'm just going to keep it really simple. All right.
Oh, all right.
Tell me, Universe, are you a tech geek?
Yeah, I'm really into tech. I usually, whenever a new technology come out, I search it, know about it completely, deeply, and use it.
All right. Tell me, Universe, um, do you agree or disagree that computers will replace teachers one day?
Computer is not going to replace. Actually, it is AI, artificial intelligence. It is also not going to replace, I think, if it is handled very well. But there are some famous people like Elon Musk. They say AI is a danger. It can replace us. So he made a company called Neuralink, and he's making a kind of chip. When it put inside the brain, it can access a lot of knowledge, information, and it can compete with AI. And other billionaire like Mark Zuckerberg, he said that AI is a very useful. It can help us, and studies shows that AI will not replace, but it will only change the way we work. Like before, people use cars for field, but now people are using a tractor. Just like we need someone to control AI. That's it.
So you're saying that people will have AI as part of their brains in the future?
Yeah, as per company Neuralink say.
Okay, that's, I don't know how to feel about that. So tell me, have you seen any movies relating to artificial intelligence?
Yeah, there are many movies related to artificial intelligence. Especially when I see that the AI Indian movie. I don't remember the name because it's been a long time. But there, a person made a humanoid, and in the end, he was try to attack by making another humanoid robot and try to attack humanity. But at the end, his human control him and it put him in a museum to show that AI could be dangerous.
Are
It's
you
an
talking
Indian movie.
about Indian movie? I thought you were talking about Will Smith's I, Robot. It's one of my favorite
No,
Isaac Asimov's novel
it's a
regarding
South
science
Indian movie.
fiction. Okay, you're talking about South. Okay, fine. Um, all right. What else can I ask you about AI? Because this is a beginner's topic. So tell me, what are the differences or primary differences between artificial intelligence and human intelligence, if I may ask you?
Okay. The human learns by making mistakes. a lot of mistakes, but AI is something he learns. It learns, but there's very minimum mistakes he makes because uh, because he use machine learning. Machine learning is something like he able to think, and he I mean a person can think slowly, but AI is able to think fastly more than 1 second. It just need 1 second to think, so he is able to figure out his mistake and do better for next time. He takes a little time, but human takes a lot of time. That's the thing I think different between AI and human intelligence. And both are same, just it is about time.
Okay, from the way you're talking, Universe, I kind of sense that you are a strong supporter of how artificial intelligence is kind of transforming the world, right? So, can you talk about the potential dangers of artificial intelligence, possibly its ramifications?
Okay, the potential danger of artificial intelligence is that, and people think that like we are humans, we we are very smart, and what we do to other animals, we we just put them in the cage for money. We treat them badly, just like AI. If the AI get consciousness, if he is able to think just like a human, he maybe he discriminate us. Like even nowadays human discriminate by race, religion, these all things. Mm, it is possible, it is possibility that AI could discriminate us by thinking that he is a different, he is a very intelligent superpower. That's it.
Universe, that will be all for tonight for you. Universe, can you tell me something? Talk me through your day, Universe. Did you have a hectic day today?
Not really. Today it was a good day.
From the way
It
you
was just
interacted, right? Though it was a good day, you sounded really sluggish. Do you know what that means? Wait, you sound as if you're really tired and you're already in bed and you're talking with me. That's the kind of feeling I got listening to you. I don't know why, because maybe for a topic that arouses your enthusiasm, right? It's probably your forte, because I was about to ask you a different topic altogether, and you said, no, you have to kindly ask me about technology related questions. So I asked you what was in your forte, right? I know it's night time. I know it's about 10:30, right? But still, when you're appearing in a session, you owe to other people as well the kind of way you interact. Though we are talking about a topic that is related to technology, you were talking in a way that I felt as if you were drained out. You were done for the day, and you just want to be done with this conversation, and you just want to hit the sack. That's the kind of impression I got for today. I don't know why. I might be wrong. I thought that probably this guy has gone through a hectic Monday. That's why kind of he's speaking in a way that sounded kind of lackadaisical for me. If at all you were to ask me about books, even in my sleep, if you were to wake me and ask me about books or one of my favorite icons, poets, I will literally jump with joy. That's the kind of expression or the way I will talk. I'll be talking so much, like full of the joys of spring. That's the kind of way I'll answer for some topic that is really, really, for example, if you were to talk to me about stem cell biology, I'll be all ears. I'll be talking about different experiments. If you were to talk to me about metatranscriptomics, I'll be talking my heart out to you regarding that topic as well, because it's my forte. For a topic that is your forte, you have to talk in such a way that commands our attention. Unfortunately, I didn't feel that way, universe. So next time, if at all we are interacting, I want you to talk to me with that zeal and with that enthusiasm. Okay, maybe I am wrong, but the impression it left me wondering, probably this guy had a tough day at work, maybe even a hyperactive day at work, and he is drained. So I'll give him the benefit of doubt. So that's what I felt. Next time, if someone were to ask you about questions related to artificial intelligence, I want you to talk to them in a high-spirited way, okay, if at all you can. Just a kind suggestion. I hope you implement. It's just for your betterment. I may be wrong, but I want you to go back to the recording, listen carefully to your part of the speech, because why is the recording being provided? Why is there a recordings group for EL? Because people need to learn from their mistakes, even me included. A lot of times, I will say plenty of times I have made blunders during my speaking when I host sessions, right? I used to listen to the recording and I'll say, how could you possibly make such a blunder? It is something really trivial, right? Which probably even I know, a pronunciation mistake, a grammatical error. I will think, how did I even speak in this way? And I used to feel so embarrassed for myself. I used to think, next time I'm never going to make that mistake. I'll owe it upon me and I'm going to talk in a way that will be perfect. And yeah, but we are humans. We do make mistakes. We have to learn the art of being imperfect in a world that always looks forward to perfection, right? The reason I'm saying is, when you're attending a session, I want you to give your 100% in conversation. If at all the topic is not your forte, I'll completely understand. Okay, but if it is your topic, if it is your cup of tea, I want you to talk to me with utmost fervor. Okay, universe?
Okay, ma'am. Next time I will try to add some emotion that
Mm-hmm.
will make audience listen more.
If I can politely suggest you something, possibly you can incorporate into your daily routine, okay? The thing is, for certain words, you're over enunciating. For certain words, okay? It should flow, it should trickle down like a stream, your speech, which is something that even I'm trying to master. But yes, what happens when we speak, our words, in a sentence, there are lots of words. There are verbs, there are nouns, there are articles, there are prepositions, right? Everything should flow as if it's trickling down a stream. It should flow in a way that should be with ebbs and flows, okay? Ebb and flow, highs and lows, okay? So try to bring in that expression in your voice. I will strongly suggest you to listen to audibles right before you fall asleep, because it has a way of relaxing yourself, and it's a very good way to learn different expression in voice, okay? And try to incorporate, follow the shadowing technique. I think a couple of weeks back, I told to some participant to follow the shadow technique. Shadowing technique is nothing but, if at all you have a really good speaker that you admire, right? It can be a native speaker. I'll strongly suggest you to do the shadow technique for a native speaker. If at all you listen to her or his podcast, and you really like the way they interact, they speak with emotion, with that depth in their voice, I want you to follow them. Pause, listen to a sentence, even if it is a simple "good evening folks, how are you doing," and you like the way they are saying, just try to emulate that, okay? Try to imitate that, I would say. Yeah. So, and over the course of time, you will get the hang of it, okay? It is something that it is a very shortcut technique, and it can do wonders, okay, universe? Yes, didn't that, thank you so much for patiently waiting and interacting with me. It was a pleasure, universe. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really great session.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm done with universe. Is professor here?
Yes, ma'am,
Kindly.
I am here.
Okay, hi, professor. How are you doing?
I am doing good. Thank you so much for asking. How about you, ma'am?
I'm doing fine, but today I don't know. It's one of those days where I feel extremely thirsty. I keep getting parched for reasons that I don't know why. Maybe I think my body, my system needs a lot of water to hydrate myself. It's so hot here. How's the weather there, professor, in your area?
Uh, yeah, it's hot here as well.
So how are you coping up with the summer's heat?
Yeah, staying hydrated with water and some lemon juice and other food.
And that's fine. Yes, we do need that hydration. So
Yeah.
yes, a professor, because today is everyday's topic, right? Beginner's day. Um, is it okay if I ask you simple questions? Are you game for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in that case, let me pick out some really nice topic for you. Okay. Are you someone who watches TV shows, series, or something like that?
Mm, earlier I used to watch, but nowadays I'm not watching any web series or any television show.
So, what holds your interest, Professor?
Mm, my interest is in music and in finance, which is my area
Music.
of work. Yeah.
Music, such a serene topic. So, I'll ask you questions regarding music, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Tell me, Professor, what is your favorite genre of music?
Mm, genre, what does it mean?
What kind of music do you like?
Mm, I generally listen classical music, old songs of 90s Bollywood songs.
Oh, really? I think we
Yeah.
have something in common here because for one, I just love romantic melodies as well. It's just my cup of tea. After a long, tiring day, I just would love to unwind with my favorite music. However, today I'm in the mood for some forlorn music, something really eerie, but at the same time very forlorn. I don't know why we all have those Monday blues at times, I guess. But today was indeed a productive day. However, I'd like to go to bed listening to such a kind of music. Sad melodies or something like that. Have you listened to those kind of music?
Yeah, sometimes.
Have you been to any concerts, Professor, in your real life?
Yeah, it was Sunidhi Chauhan concert.
Okay, can you talk to me about the concert that you went to and explain how you felt after watching her
Okay,
live
it was
performance? Yeah, go ahead.
mm, it was Sunidhi Chauhan concert was arranged by my college in my college campus itself, and it was really nice as her performance from her entry to her performance, everything was very amazing as well as very energetic. We all were feeling so much energy from the starting to the end, and her songs were very energetic as well as she performed some dance as well, and it was very wonderful experience for me as well as my friends.
You could use the adjective electrifying here. Okay, you can use that.
Mm,
You did explain from your heart. That is really interesting. Um, do you like singing karaoke?
no, I don't.
Have you ever tried?
Yeah, I tried it, but I got some bad reviews, so I stopped it.
This is the thing that I do not like about people. You should never stop doing something just because others will point fingers at you or because others will say something. That is why a lot of people stop doing what they really, really love to do. We might not be an art connoisseur, we might not be an expert at anything, right? But at least we can try our hands at something. We only live once. I know that I give a lot of pep talk. I know that is something that I do. I don't know why that happens to me, but I do. But yes, you shouldn't. Such a fun way, you can make friends and you can have a gala time, I would say, whenever you go and sing. That karaoke. I know. I just as I'm speaking with you, I'm kind of recollecting those memories recently when I went on this trip and I was singing this song. And there's really this one song. It is very strange that I even like that song. It's a nursery song, okay? And I sang that song, and I remember the people around me, they started crying, and one was even bawling her eyes out because she's really literally a kid. But that song was actually sung in a fun way, jovial way, because it was actually a very childhood song, right? Just for kids. Then I sang in a slow tone, and then it became people were really into that song, but in a way that was really sad. So you should try that, Professor. You should try it at some point. You should not let others define what you like or what you do. That is something I'm someone who just do whatever. I'm quite unrestrained, I would say. I just do not like to be dictated by what others tell me or by the society as well. So that's really different. Yes, I'm going on and on. But yes, have you ever taken part in a music competition, Professor?
No, never.
Are you fond of singing, at least to your loved ones?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what's your favorite song and why do you really like that particular song? Is it because of the lyrics or because how the song resonates with you? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it is a song from Kishore Kumar movie. It is Pal Pal Dil Ke Paas. It is 90s song, and I used to listen this song a lot, and I feel emotions, and it is very meaningful song as well, and it is very beautifully written.
Okay, I don't know if I'm breaking the rules here. Just going to say it's one of my favorite songs as well. And one of my another favorite song happens to be Pankaj Udas Ahista. It is my all-time favorite song. If at all I want to just go into my peaceful sleep mode, I just listen to that song. I don't know if I'm sorry, admins. I don't know if I'm picking the song, but yes, it is titled that way. Okay, so I just love Pankaj Udas song as well. So I think we are all old souls in that way. I think slow romantic song speaks to us. I think sometimes it speaks volumes about the kind of person we are. Right, a lot of people these days tend to. I'm not judging. I don't want to judge, but yes, I'm not a person who listens to such fast-paced tunes or something that literally. In a lot of songs, it's quite the people or the way it's composed. I think it's even cacophonous. I don't know. It's very hard for me to explain. But I'm such a slow person. I think. Not totally unfitting, I will say. I don't know. But yes, thank you so much. You're putting me a lot at ease today by this topic. Apart from that, what else do you listen to? Do you prefer English songs, Professor? Do you listen to English songs?
No, I don't listen English songs, ma'am.
Really? Why don't you? You should. There are lots of really, really good songs, you have to listen because then what happens when you listen to English songs, you will pick up a lot of connotations, you will pick up a lot of expressions. For example, one of my favorite songs, I think I've even sung here, Hopeless. It's just hopeless, okay, whenever I sing. And thankfully, people have been really benevolent towards me. They never judge me for the way I hold my session. I mean, whenever I used to help, host sessions. It was such a disaster at that point. I think few months back, I guess every session I used to open the session, I used to start the session by singing something. I wouldn't even call it singing. I would just call it reciting probably. So yes, that's how I start, and hopeless start, I would say. But then, you shouldn't just listen to what others are saying. You should just live life by your own terms. So yes, that's what I feel. And you should start listening to English songs, Professor. One, because you can learn a lot. For example, Ed Sheeran's beautiful song, right, which I've it has a lot of phrasal verbs. Dive in, for example, and if at all you need to learn emotions, you need to learn expressions, you can learn it through songs. That is something that I really, really strongly advocate in my people. Start listening. You have to practically breathe English, live that language to be really proficient. I'm just halfway. There's a lot of things to learn, right? It's an endless ocean in itself. But yes, learning songs or just listening to songs, you don't have to learn it all. You just have to listen to songs, and it can make a vast improvement in the way you speak, and you can make a complete fool of yourself. That's perfectly okay, right? Even I can make a complete fool out of myself. I think you know what? I started this session by saying that one can be silent, but this is my session. I think I speak a lot. Don't you have any particular one singer, at least, to whom you have listened so far? English, um, pop, boy band, girl band, whatever. Haven't you listened?
In English or Hindi or any other?
We have already spoken about Hindi. I'm talking about English, and the rest of the
Okay.
language can wait for another day.
Yeah. I used to listen Ed Sheeran.
Oh, you're talking about Ed Sheeran as well. Which is your favorite
Yeah.
song of his?
Perfect.
That happens to be my favorite song. I think I was talking about Perfect only, but I think I said something else. I don't know what. But yes, that is the thing.
Yeah.
So you would probably know, right? He uses a lot of expressions and phrasal verbs, which is very colloquial for them. That is something that is really easy for them to incorporate, right? Because they are natives, right? So I think that he's such a wonderful singer, awesome singer. So practically, you need to listen to him more often, I would say. But yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this topic altogether. It brings a smile on my face, and I'm kind of thinking about all my favorite songs as well. Thank you so much, Professor. If I can just ask you one question, one last question. Why do you think music is so important, and how does it affect different people from different walks of life?
Okay. Sometimes music reflects our mood as well as personality. It can heal us in different from different traumas, as well as it can make us feel better. It reflects our personality in different ways. It can show our personality. It can make us to think deep and can relax us. And it music is really one of a therapy which we should take every day.
That's so true, 100% true. It is something people pay these days to get therapy. I think that music is something that we all can, not just music, I think even nature, laws of nature as well. A lot of things around us can put us at ease. Sorry, I just had to drink some water. I don't know why I'm feeling extremely thirsty today. But yes, as I was saying, a lot of things can really put us at ease, and it can create that sense of calm and peace in us, which is what people, we are living in an era where there's constant rat race, right? Especially Mondays. Music is a great way to unwind, and I thoroughly enjoyed. And because there are very, very few participants here, at least according to me, I feel there are way less people here. So I don't think that people will disrupt here. So I will just a couple of lines, one of my favorite. And as I was just saying that I don't know why, Monday, I'm quite in a forlorn mood, especially on Mondays, maybe because of Mondays and maybe because I get homesick after visiting my mom or grandma over the course of weekend, right? So this is one of my favorite songs. If at all you get time, it's a nursery song. It's one of my favorite. Okay, I'll just sing a couple of lines, and you know what? We just have to have fun. That is the thing. The primary thing about learning anything. I don't do anything. I think I'm cutting myself off midway. But then the thing is a topic that holds my interest. I don't do anything with without passion. That's what I'd like to put it. Even if it is my academics, my work, or even my hobbies, everything needs to align my interest. That's the kind of person I am. I do try to interact with those people who captivate me, and I do try to. My inner circle is all about that. And here, even this is something I would say it's selfish of me, I would say, to host session, because English is something that I'm extremely passionate about, right? And interacting with people and listening to their perspectives and talking about my own holds a lot of interest for me. So that is why I kind of do this as well. In a way, I think we're all selfish beings in that way. And especially when we only get to live once in life. I do not even, I believe in karma theory, yes, reincarnation, yes, but I don't know if I'd be reincarnated again. But yes, I just think that you just have to live your life to the fullest, right? So this is one of those forlorn songs. I'll just sing a couple of lines because there's just very few participants here. And I don't know, I'm in a mood for this, right? It's for listening to forlorn music. And it is my favorite. When my school tutor, Sister Annie Thomas, I distinctly remember, I learned this when I was 6, and she used to play the piano and she used to sing for us this song. And somewhere it got so entrenched in my memory that it's just something. When she used to sing with so much of emotion in her voice. And the song goes like, I think that, and one of my favorite movies of all time, you have to watch it, Professor. I think I've mentioned it in one of the long back, I think last year sessions of mine, to one person who asked me for movie recommendations, right? It is Eternal, what is it? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. My favorite actress, Kate Winslet and Jim Carrey. Okay, it's one of my all-time favorite movies that I love revisiting and watching. So in that, she will sing the song as well. It's Oh My Clementine. I hope very few people are there, so it's very safe for me to sing a couple of lines. So it goes like. In a cabin, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, dwelt a miner, 49er, and his daughter, Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling, Clementine. You were gone and lost forever. Dreadful sorry, Clementine. It's a very nice song, actually. It's a nursery song, but then I think it is taken from a real life incident about a father who loses his daughter in an accident, but it was made into a nursery rhymes. A lot of nursery rhymes have been adapted from real life events, and my tutor used to narrate this to us with this song. Every time when at all you listen to a story, you listen to a topic, if there is a background to that, right? You get awe-inspired by that entirely. And for me, English is such a language. Everything with exemplifications, if you describe a particular scenario, if you describe a particular topic, you have to immerse yourself in the language, be it listening to songs, be it reading books or listening to an audible, right? You have to thoroughly enjoy the process of learning. If you do anything in a half-hearted way, I do not think that one would get into that habit of fully learning or acquiring the knowledge. But yes, thank you so much for putting me at ease, Professor. It was indeed a pleasure to listen to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving feedback and some new playlist, new song suggestions as well. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I don't think I gave you new song suggestions. Ed Sheeran happens to be your favorite, right? So, yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Yes, I'm done with Professor. And yes, next will be Apurvi. Is Apurvi here? I'll just check. I'm sorry, Apurvi. I think I'm missing out on you every time. I do not know why. I think she sleeps early like me. Unlike Monday, the other days, I think rest of the days of the week, I do tend to sleep early. So I'm so sorry, Apurvi. I apologize. So I'm just going to, I can't be a rainbow in your cloud today. I'm trying to be a rainbow in everyone's cloud, meaning I know that Mondays are stressful days for everyone. So I thought that I'll just keep this a very light-hearted session and be a rainbow in someone's cloud, right? That's why I'm kind of giving rainbows for everyone. And I'm sorry for you. I hope you went to bed. So next would be Sia. Sia, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Hi, Sia. How are you doing?
I'm doing absolutely fine, ma'am. Just grinning ear to ear while listening to you.
You're such a sweetheart. I'm really, really sorry I wasn't able to host you last week. So tell me, Siam, how was your week going? Has it started on a positive note for you?
Full of positive, ma'am. Everything has been going as per my expectation. Everything is it's something I find it full of roses and sunshine. Again, you otherwise you would have said sunshine, yeah.
Yeah, by now you know what I'm about to say, right? And Siam, you've started hosting sessions, vocabulary session, I think. I saw it in messages, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's our vocabulary session I have started.
That's really great because you know what, people, you're such a friendly girl, such an affable girl, at least for me. I think that you will bring that positive aura and you will teach people in such a fun, interactive way, I believe. So people can have a lot of fun interacting with Sia. That's what I strongly believe. So, Sia, what topic would you like to speak upon today? It's just conversation, right? What would you like to speak upon today, Sia?
Ma'am, I'll
Do you
leave it
have,
on
okay,
you.
let's
Yeah.
talk about friend. Okay, let's talk about friend. Okay, tell me, Sia, are you
Mhm.
someone who has a bigger circle of friends, or are you someone like me whose inner circle is just a dot?
No, ma'am, not at all. I have way small, it's like minimal circle of friend. Um, or I would say I don't have any friends, except one. I have only one friend.
Yeah, come on. You're such a friendly girl. How come you have just one friend? I think you're one of those popular girls, I think, here in Yale. I think so. Or I think that probably maybe I did not know that, oh, this is just a facade, Sia. What do you think? You just love being polite and courteous to other people and just want to have very few people who are your confidants, Sia?
Ma'am, friendship to me is something. It has slightly different meaning. Therefore, I said that when it comes to real friends or I would say confidant, then I have only one. I possess one. But in general, if I have to say that those who I have known for very long, and if I have to call them friends, I can call them friends. But the kind of definition that I possess, that they will not fit in that. So in that sense, I have only one friend. Otherwise, yes, I happen to, or I somehow tend to have friendly conversation with people. Therefore, they get connected to me. I get connected to them. It's something that, mom.
I can understand, Sia. I can very well relate with you because I'm one such person as well. Although I think that I have totally minimized my screen time these days. That is because of my work priority. So you're also, I think we are two peas in a pod that way, I guess. Um, we are those people who prefer quality over quantity. Don't you agree with me, Sia?
I completely see eye to eye, ma'am, with you in this regard.
Sia, now that you've explained to me that you have a very few people in your life who are extremely close to you, right? Talk to me about the important attributes that are required in the essence of friendship, Sia.
Sorry, ma'am, I want you to repeat.
What all attributes or qualities that you look forward in a friend, Sia? If at all someone is really eager to befriend you, what qualities do you look forward in a person so that they can be your friend? Was I audible enough?
Yeah, ma'am. You're
Okay.
perfectly audible.
Okay, thank you, Ajay. Sia, I think probably
I'm
need.
sorry, ma'am. I was speaking on mute.
That's totally okay, dear. That's totally okay. Please
No,
go
no.
ahead.
Okay. I got the question. I almost even half of the I was on the half of the way of completing my answer. Okay, so when it comes to friendship, so the attributes that I admire and that I seek for, the very first one would be its loyalty. That comes very first. That's the foremost thing that I look for and that I expect in friendship, because that's the pillar I feel. If that is strong, thereafter we can build, or we can build anything over time. Because loyalty is something that even if you both are separately living somewhere, so you both know that how things have to go and everything. So yeah, that comes the very first. Thereafter, um I don't seek for many attributes, ma'am. It's something, loyalty is the one, and quite pertaining to this only, honesty, trust, and all these factors. What else? Kindness, I would say. I'm more like a kind person, kind and compassionate. So I want my friend to be a benevolent person. So that if it's an optional, even if it is not that much, I will, like, I'm such a person, I can attribute this thing, or I can transfer this thing to that friend of mine. But yes, friendship, sorry, kindness is the one that I'll be looking for. Yeah, that's all, ma'am.
Sia, can I ask you
Uh,
one question? One last question, okay? Do you think in
okay.
today's era, right, in recent times, do you think is there any difference between male friends and female friends, Sia? Does it impact friendship in any way?
Um, okay, ma'am. I wanted to paraphrase your question, though I got it. Still, I want to get it more.
Okay, meaning, is there any difference in friendship when at all you have male friends and female friends?
Mm, difference. Okay.
The
I
way
guess
you
one.
treat, I mean, the way you treat male friends and your female friends, is there any difference or any sort of partiality or any sort of the way you hang out with your female friends and versus the way you hang out or treat your male friends? Is there anything difference, is what I'm trying to ask.
Got it, ma'am. Um, okay. I would say yes, definitely. At least I feel so. In my case, I have some partialities when it comes to male friends and female friends. I'm very, though I don't hold even female friends that much. However, it's I know that if I have female friends, then I'll be more like open to her, very much closed in every possible way. I can. It's not about the matter of even trust or a matter of relying something, but it's something being a girl, I am more open to girls only. So in that case, and on the other hand, if there is a male friend, there would be a lot of fun, there would be a lot of joy, everything would be there, but one thing that would be missing is my innate quality, and you can say one of my nature, which is I'm a very reticent, shy personality. So I think it will take a lot, or in fact, an eternity for me to be very open to boys or male friend, I would say. Yeah, so
I can
that one variation I find, ma'am, when it comes to male friends and female friends.
I can understand, totally understandable, Sia, and I can relate with you on a lot of that as well. Thank you so much, Sia. That will be all for tonight because it is a topic, very everyday topic, right? Everyday question. Sometimes it can put one on the spot because for Sia, someone, I think I've told this to you, you can talk on advanced levels topics, but when it comes to everyday topics, I don't know, you tend to shy away. I do understand to a certain extent because sometimes one gets thrown off when asked the most intimate questions, right? Because practically what happens when at all there are fewer participants, right? I tend to dwell or tend to talk about topic that are on the everyday related scenario, that are on everyday related scenario kind of topics, according to me at least, because um, the fewer people, the more intimate and deeper conversations I can hold on. And the deeper conversations, I mean, everyday topics, right? We can't talk at length or we can't converse, at least according to me, I can't converse at around almost midnight, right? It's just that the clock will strike 12 in probably in approximately, I think there's almost an hour left, but yes, we do want to talk on topic that relaxes ourselves, right? So I think thank you so much. You as well made me quite you put me in such a relaxing mood as well, Sia. I think once I'm done with this, probably I'll share something with my friends as well, because they are living in different continent, my innermost friends, right? So probably it's daytime for them. So I'll probably send something really heartwarming to them as well, some text or something, and some picture which will probably bring back that gush of nostalgia, or college pictures or something of that sort, right? Thank you so much for making me fondly reminisce about the moments I spent with my friends here. It was a pleasure, and I'm not going to give you a lot of feedback, but just since you know what I'll be asking you to improve, right? Other than that, today you were literally you were speaking. I think I interacted with you as if I interact with a friend, right? I was just literally asking you questions on that level. Thank you so much, Sia. It's such a pleasure, and thank you so much for making me feel so comfortable interacting with you. Thanks a lot, Sia.
Yeah, means a lot, ma'am.
Okay, I'm done with Sia. Now I'll just check if Nandan is here. Is Nandan here?
Yes, ma'am.
Nandan,
All
first of all, I'd like to say thank you so much. I want to express my gratitude towards you. I've never heard you before, I think. Correct
yeah,
me
it
if I'm
is.
wrong. Yes?
No, it is our first session. So you're right.
Thank you so much for patiently waiting, listening to me. That is something that I really admire in my people, Nandan. That is something I keep telling time and again to my people. Please listen, please wait, because yes, one can learn a lot when they listen, right? So tell me a bit about yourself,
Actually,
Nandan.
actually, I was
Yes?
not waiting. I was just enjoying the session. So, so it was really wonderful. And I would also like to say that you sang really well. The song "Oh My Darling Clementine." I felt a tinge of sleepiness when I listened to the song. So I'm definitely going to listen before going to bed. It was really wonderful. So thank you.
Oh, that's really sweet. But that's a nursery song, by the way. And yeah, so I don't know if
Okay.
it's your cup of tea, but if at all, I can recommend a song to you before bedtime. But it is a very sad song, lonely song. I would say it is heart-wrenching as well. It is a song about loss, and it's by Evanescence. It's not of the current era, but yes, I think early 2000, 2010. I was really, she's such an awesome singer from that group, from the band called Evanescence, My Immortal. Okay, I'll totally get lost in that song. If I can suggest you that song, if forlorn melody or melancholic songs is your cup of tea, if at all, if you want to sleep listening to that, it is such a mesmerizing song, Nandan. Having
Nice.
said that, yes,
What is
thank you
it?
so much.
Lost by who? Name of the singer?
One second. I don't know if I can text it. I'll just text it for you. One second. Nandan, I'm not here. It's Evanescence. One second.
Evanescence. I'll.
Yeah.
It is fine. I'll
I'm
find it.
sorry, I'm not
That is
able
more than
to.
enough.
And it is My Immortal. Okay, My Immortal
Okay.
song. Yeah, it's something that I really hold so close to my heart. One of my all-time favorite songs. And okay, tell me,
Nice.
Nandan, tell me a bit about yourself. You are such a sweet guy. You know, it's very rare in today's world to pay compliments to one another. And though I'm someone who's very polite and courteous, at least I can safely say so. But I do have my own set of boundaries and everything. But then
I know.
tell me, you're such a sweet guy. You seem such a sweet sounding guy, and you're very sweet as well.
Thank
I'm
you so much,
sorry I
ma'am.
keep telling that. Yeah, but that's the kind of vibe I'm getting interacting with you, Nandan. Can you tell me a bit about yourself, please?
Yeah. So I'm a working professional, and I started my career. Actually, I was preparing for examinations, some government examinations, and then I explored some other interests of mine, and I I found happiness in something, and I started pursuing that, and fortunately, like you said, fortune favors the brave. So I took the risk and did it. So I'm happy where I am right now, and I'm working in that particular field which I was aspiring when I was preparing for some sort of examinations. So that is all about me. Um, and something more I would like to say, that I love reading books, especially by Indian authors like Chetan Bhagat, Durjoy Datta. Then there is Naveen. There is one Indian writer. Oh, I generally read Indian writers. Apart from that, I love watching series, especially drama, romantic movies, supernatural movies like Game of Thrones and all. So yeah, that's about me. You can ask anything specific.
Oh, wow, we do have a lot in common, books and
And
regarding
yeah,
music
songs,
is there.
songs. I also sorry, apologies, ma'am. Just want to
No,
add one more
please
thing.
go ahead. Yes,
Yeah,
please.
I also like to. Well, there is a. If I talk about music, there is a trend. There is something in literature which is age of Pope, age of Shakespeare. So in my life, there is an age of singers. So initially, it was it. I don't recall the name of the singer. It was like uh, Vishal Shekhar. So it was a Vishal Shekhar age. He used to make rocking music. Then there is, when in my college time and when I was preparing for something, it was the age of Arijit Singh. I love Arijit Singh. Okay. And then there was, so see how backward I'm going. Then there is age of Arijit Singh. Then I was started doing job. Then it started age of Kumar Sanu. Okay. And now it is age of Kishore Kumar. Like I guess somebody told here that he likes to sing. I don't know, it's -3 or who. So now for me it is going age of Kishore Kumar. And like you said, it is very calm music, and uh, whenever I listen to his songs, I feel free. I feel liberated. Matlab, uh, break free from the the life of corporate or the life of uh, that we are hustling with each other. So it is kind of liberating for me. So that is something I would like to tell you about music for me. So yeah, that's all.
That's wonderful. I'm literally beaming from ear to ear as I'm listening to you answer. One thing though, let's keep it a secret, Nandan, okay? Not to
Yeah.
use Hindi words, matlab to and all that, okay?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I'll
But
I'll I'll
but
take
I
I'll take I'll take care of it from next time. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the only thing. But other than that, everything is fine because you are talking from your heart, right? What happens
Yeah.
when we are so immersed in a conversation? I guess it just pops up in our mind and we just speak our heart out. So it's totally okay because you didn't know. I'm just letting you know. And I stopped watching Game of Thrones after season 3. I just couldn't handle all that decapitating and bloodshed. I really couldn't. And all the explicit scenes. It's,
Yeah, I know, I
I
know.
just had nightmares for
Actually,
days at end.
it was not something I was really interested into. Matlab, there was a trend कि everybody was watching and कि this is the series going and it is very good. Matlab, my friend has watched all the seasons, so I just binge watched this whole Game of Thrones in just 1 week. And when I started, it was quite boring for me till season 4, till season 5. But after, it sets you up till season 3 and 4. And then, it comes into from first gear to fifth gear after season 6. So uh, it was, really exciting after season 6, and it was totally worth it, totally worth it for me, in my opinion.
Really? So I don't know if I should continue watching it because my God, the worst nightmares I had.
I don't think, ma'am, the kind of personality you have, I don't recommend you to watch it. But
Yes,
there are plenty of series that you can watch. So
I'm
I
watching.
feel I feel a different energy, different vibe from you. A kind of very good vibes. So I don't think that you should watch this particular series.
No, I didn't. And those seasons, first 2 seasons, I think I watched it because my friends insisted, and I
Uh,
forgot that they're all medicos. I forgot that they are used to seeing all that blood and everything, right? So for them, it didn't matter, but for me, it mattered a lot. Even though I am in the research field, but still, I do not have to handle, or I'm not seeing like them, right? So my best friends, both my best friends are medicos, so they are doctors. So for them, it's
okay.
easy. For me, it wasn't easy. So yes, and then I think
But
I
if you want to
went.
give a go, apologies.
Mhm.
If you want to give a
Yes,
go and you matlab, something like gore, if you want to watch, so Stranger Things is a very good series, which is on Netflix. I guess you already know about it.
yes, I do know about it, but
Yeah.
isn't that quite eerie? I think it is quite. It
Eerie,
is also
yeah,
horror.
eerie, gore, yeah.
I started watching Vampire Diaries, and I know it's an old
Vampire Diaries is
series,
also
but
nice.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I really liked the
I
acting, and
watched the Indian
kind
version,
of.
which was
Oh,
airing on Star One, the Indian
was
version
it? Okay.
by uh, this character who has appeared in Big Boss. I forgot the name. Um, not able to recall right now. Yeah. So there was a Indian version, because when I was watching you were also talking about television, so that was a very interesting topic. So I grew up with my sister, and she used to watch television a lot, and that is come natural to me. She was watching Indian version of Vampire Diaries. Then we used to watch Splitsvilla, Roadies on MTV. So that something came natural to me, watching Big Boss and all television series, especially Indian television series, because we don't have access at that time, and we have a very small television. Uh, there was nothing till I was till eighth class. Then we got a Dish TV, this network, and then we started watching other Indian television series. But after 12th, I came to know about internet, and internet was booming at that time, and I started watching Western series, and I followed a lot of series. So it was also really interesting. But there was a time when I used to watch television the whole night. There was also time when I was a kid. You know, in villages there is a tractor, and they put TVs on tractors. Okay, so okay, I think I'm going very deep, so I don't think it's necessary here. But yeah, just giving, just
Yes, I
coming.
understand. I just didn't have the
Yeah,
heart to stop you because it is something intriguing and interesting for me as well. However, I do have to have other
yeah.
participants as well.
Obviously,
Uh, but
obviously.
uh,
Yeah.
but it was really entertaining, and it was really such a pleasure listening to you, Nandan. I think that this is something that we have something in common, right? Common interest, I would say. That's why I felt like I just feel like listening to you more and more regarding this. I think in order for me to get back to my normalcy, I think my normal routine after
Yes.
having nightmares after watching such a series, right? I think I opted for The Summer I Turned Pretty. I think girls will be able to relate to that series. I don't know if it is on Netflix or in Amazon Prime, but if at all you like to watch some light-hearted romantic genre series, you
Okay.
can give it a
What
whirl.
what is it? What is it?
The Summer I Turned Pretty, but I don't think that you might like it because
The
it is
summer I turned pretty. Okay.
yes, The Summer I Turned Pretty. Probably you can watch it with your friends, uh, if
Okay.
at all she's a girl, right? I'm just saying in that way, but yes. Yeah, I just kind of like Never Have I Ever, but it is more romantic. And there's another series as well. And My Life with the
Yeah, I have
Walter
watched.
Boys. You have? Okay. Because I read that novel, I remember reading that, I think, and then I watched it. And there's another thing called the My Life with the Walter Boys. I really like that as well. But yes, but it is very PG-13, I would say. It's not for adults, it's for people who are
What? Yeah, it
um
is really nice, ma'am. Just sorry, I'm just intervening.
The topic
There is
is
a
something
series
interesting
for
there.
yeah.
okay. Rahu, can you please mute yourself? Session is going on. Thank you so much. Yes, I think I have to give way for other participants. Yes, it is My
Just
Life with the
last three.
Walter Boys.
Okay. My Life with the Walter
But
Boys. Yeah, I have heard about this.
yes, and I think there's another season of it that's about to get. I
Ma'am, have
don't
you
know
watched
when that will
Bridgerton?
be.
Bridgerton, the 16th
Yes,
century
I
drama. I
haven't been
love
able. Yes,
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. Yes, me
Season
too.
1, season
But
2,
the thing
season 3. I
is,
just
yes,
love it.
my friend wasn't able to relate to that. That is the beauty of the series. I think I can keep talking about that.
I
I
just want
really,
to
but I haven't
relive the
finished the
life of England.
series. Me
Right.
too.
So
You know
good.
what? I think the Renaissance era, my favorite era of England is Regency era.
The
I think that's when
yeah. The
Regency
culture of
era.
balls, it is so
Yes,
good.
exactly. That is the era of Regency. That is when I
Okay.
think it's after Renaissance era. I'm not sure, yes. But because that is the time when Byron, Shelley happens to be, and John Keats, my favorite poets. And
Yeah.
John Keats, my ode of a Grecian urn, my ode on a Grecian urn, I think. I don't know if it's an offer or not. And yes, and also
Okay.
another Byron as well as Wordsworth, Jane Austen, yes, all my favorite classic literary
Yeah.
fiction happened to be around that time. And also, yes, Robert Frost happened in 1900s only, but yes, we are talking about 1800s and everything. Yes, thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation of ours. It's been such a pleasure, Nandan. Thank you
Same here,
so
ma'am.
much.
Same here. Same here. Thank you so much.
I hope you rest well for the night. Thank you so much. So
Surely,
that was
ma'am.
such an
Thank you so much.
amazing. You're welcome, Nandan. So that
Good
was
night,
such an
ma'am, and
amazing.
take care.
Good night, Nandan. Good night. So I truly had an amazing conversation with Nandan. So I'll just check if Bunny is here. Sorry, guys, I just lost track of time. Whenever I'm interacting with someone whose topic I'm able to resonate with, I just completely lose track of time. So yes, Bunny, I'm so sorry, Bunny. I just really wanted to host her. Unfortunately, I think she went to bed as well. So next will be, yes, my favorite participant, Serenade. Serenade, are you there, dear?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
I'm so sorry. But I just love when I get to listen to you serenade. But first of all, tell me, what does this name mean? I just want to get enlightened. Please tell me, dear.
Well, first of all, it's okay. I am a night owl as it is, so I don't mind having my turn come up late. I prefer it that way. And as for my name, I'd like to ask you to do something first. Can you go to my second profile picture and then I'll explain what it is.
Second profile picture. 1 second. Oh, I haven't seen. Okay. Oh, wow.
So, do you
A
have
guy
it in
is.
front of you?
Yes, I am having it in front of me. A girl is listening to a guy playing violin, right?
Yeah, a girl is listening, yes, that. And it's actually in a mortuary. If you see in the
Oh,
background, yeah, there are
it's
coffins made of
night.
stones.
Is it a graveyard?
Yeah, that's the graveyard. So sepulchral and serenade, they both of these things are like two different things, like two contrasting themes put together in
Oh,
one name. So sepulchral is like, it actually implies like a mournful quality or a deathly quality of a musical performance, and whereas serenade is like very something very beautiful and a very like a musical performance which is very beautiful. So in together, sepulchral serenade is like it implies like a musical performance with like a deathly or a mournful quality, and it evokes the idea of a song which is like both beautiful and haunting, and played in a graveyard with a sorrowful tone, of course, and it could mean as a song of a which is reminiscent of death. Yeah.
oh, wow. Serenade. It really, you know what? As soon as I saw the profile picture and I heard your explanation, I kind of immediately want to listen to Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. It is my ultimate favorite. And somewhere I think this topic and the way you explained, right, about how the main name itself signifies, I think it will go perfectly with Moonlight Sonata's piano music. Oh my God, it is here. It is so, I feel I'm getting goosebumps. I don't know why. Just listening to such music and just, if I read such a topic, right? And there's a one topic I remember when I was a child. It is a short story. It's called 𝙈𝙀𝙍, the Star Princess. And it is a story about star-crossed lovers. And by seeing the profile picture, I don't know if considering they are meeting or it is like in a graveyard, right? What happens under the moonlight and melancholic, I think, music as well. I think that that story comes in my mind, 𝙈𝙀𝙍. I think it is of Japanese origin, that story. However, it was adapted as an English short story and it was narrated to me by my tutor, where a guy, he's a mortal and 𝙈𝙀𝙍 happens to be an immortal. And once when she visits the earth, right, when she visits earth one fine day, she will see him and it will be love at first sight for her. And somehow she will woo him. Initially, he'll be reluctant, I think, but afterwards, she's such an angelic person, right? I mean, immortal, right? So I think they will fall in love, but something will happen that I just forgot that story because late in my childhood days I read that. So what will happen? They won't be able to. They won't be able to join. I think they won't be able to be fated together in life. They won't have their happy ending together. And what happens every year? Japanese people, they'll conduct some sort of festival so that that day 𝙈𝙀𝙍 will come from the heavens, right? She'll come from there to meet her star-crossed lover on that particular day, and only for one day. That is something I think that
Hello.
is kind of a myth, but your name and the way you
Hello.
explained. 1 second, Rahu, 1 second, because this is a one-on-one session. You just have to wait. Please wait, Rahu. I will come to you. So yes, I just the way you explained kind of made me think of that story. So tell me, Serenade, why such a deeply moving name. I think it will be probably one of my favorite names of EL. I think EL members. I think such a deeply moving and thought-provoking name. I feel. Um,
Ma'am,
is
the thing is, no, I had a normal name in my last account and it got deleted. Well, it was Patricia and everybody knew me, right? Now, when I was creating a new one, the idea or a theme behind it was like it should be hard and people shouldn't be able to call me. And I did not intend on making such a impactful or a deep thinking, a deep rooted name. And but the thing was, when I was searching for things, and suddenly I came up with a word which was sepulchral, and it was my first time hearing the word, and it was very nice. Well, not nice, it was sad. It was a sad word, but I wanted it in my name. And like sepulchral itself is not very befitting or suiting. Now then I was like, then I was just not minding anything. I was minding my own work, and suddenly the serenade thing popped up in my head out of the blue. I did not intend on it. So out of the blue, it popped up in my head, and it was like, okay, sepulchral serenade sounds good. And the main thing I put up such a hard name is for that, so people can't call me out. I generally join VCs when I'm very tired in my work and it is a mundane day, but I need to keep on going with my work, but I'm very sleepy. Now nothing works. Coffee doesn't work, black chocolate doesn't work, dark chocolate doesn't work, nothing works now. My sleep is like adamant on like being sleepy until and unless I am sleeping actually. So that's the thing. Now the only thing that helps me being jolt awake is either the music. Well, some days it's like I don't want to hear to the music because it's the same music again and again, and then it also gets boring. So I join in discussions and I hear people. So different sounds and different melodies and different voices actually jolt me awake, and then I can get on going with my work. But of course, I cannot talk in that moment. But whenever they see me, Patricia is there, they call me out, and it's like I cannot talk and I'm not speaking, but still people are pestering me to open my mic and speak. But I cannot speak. That's like common sense. You should understand. I'm not opening my mic. It's like something should be the issue, right? So I tried like it. My name should be so hard that people shouldn't call me out, and if they can't pronounce it, they can't call me out. So that was the idea, but it became a good name after all,
are you kidding
without
me?
any intention.
Are you kidding me? Sepulchral Serenade. It's such a fab name. It is one of a kind name. I've never ever heard. And thank you so much for enlightening me the reason or the theme that goes behind this name. Such a unique, astounding name, I would say. I really am thoroughly impressed with this name. I just wish it works in such a way, right? If I click on that DP or if I just, just see your picture, I just wish some music as well plays, and it'll be such a delight to listen to that, right? It's such a deeply moving name, I would say. And yes, you have to regulate your circadian rhythm serenade, I would say that, because yes, otherwise your sleep, it's very vital for you to get some sleep time for yourself, right? I thoroughly enjoy whenever you are appearing in my session. It is such a delight for me. So now that people will know that you are this person, right? Because it is such a unique name that nobody has. So everybody would probably know that you are Patricia. I think I can safely say that now. So yes.
The thing is, like, this plan actually backfired on me. So I participated in a debate yesterday, like, which was held by Ram, and they're also like the people who have heard me, they could just easily recognize me by my voice, and it's not like I'm a voice artist or something, and I can change my voice to like Simpsons or of Doraemon's or something. But I cannot do that. So yeah, people were like, since they couldn't pronounce sepulchral and or serenade, they were like Patricia. And I was like, stop, no, people are here to listen. yeah, that's also there. And then again, I hosted a session a while back, like not a while back, a few days back, which was of rapid fire. Uh, it's not like I host organized sessions or scheduled sessions. I was free and Leo asked me, so I just took it out of the blue and in a whim. There was also like people who knew me, and even my co-host was like, it was a surprise that he didn't know I have Patricia, but when he heard me, it said, "Oh, so it's you, little girl," and I was like, "Yeah, how was my joke?" And surprise. So yeah, so then also they're like, Patricia, and it's kind of like famous now, and I can't even deny it.
Oh, please don't change this name, such a unique name. And I think I fell in love with this name of yours and the story that went behind this. Please do not change this name, dear. And yes, no matter how many times you change your name, I will always know that it's you because you have such a unique voice, such a lively, childlike voice that I love. And I keep telling people, right? One of my favorite, no, my two most favorite people here whom I love listening. One is Ansh and one is you, right? So yes, that is something that will always stay the same for me. I'm very fiercely loyal when it comes to the kind of people that I interact, or probably my regular participants, right? I'm just sad sometimes. It evokes a sense of melancholy in me because they're no longer there. A lot of people, right? Once you take a break and you appear again, and they're no longer there anymore. So yes, it pains my heart to say that, but yes, I'm just glad and grateful that I do get to listen to a few of my favorite people here. And I'm biased that way. So thank you so much, dear. Is there any story? Is there any particular story or just a concept behind this name? There are real life, they are fictional characters, right? So I can read upon them.
Like, I don't think so. Like I like not any that I'm aware of, but there can be any. I should see. Yeah, maybe there are stories made upon something like this of this theme, but I'm not aware of it.
Okay. So what happened in yesterday's debate? Did you participate?
Oh yes, I did participate, and it was again like a last moment thing because a participant named Ivan somehow vanished and disappeared into the thin air. And people were like, Patricia, help me, and we are not getting, sorry, we are not getting any participants. And I was like, I finally gave up, and it was Butterfly who was crying, and he came to me, and I was like, okay, I'll participate, and I was free, so it was a last moment thing, and the topic was on spot. Thus, like there were two rounds. The first round, the topic was given, and we knew the favoring side, so I was from the side of, like, the debate was between Republicans and Democrats, and I was from the side of Republicans, yes, and they were favoring the topic. So it was something like Lok Sabha and simultaneous, like one nation, one election, something the topic was. And first round went good. So there were 5 participants in total, and 2 participants were qualifying to the second round. That was up to the judges. Like who will be qualifying. So very surprisingly, I qualified, and that I did not I did not hope or to, because I was there on the last moment, and I was not at all prepared. Other participants were preparing for like for a week or something, but I was like not at all prepared. And the judges actually said that it's you and Ayush, the other person, who will be moving on to the second round. And I was like, the topic was on spot, and I was like, oh no, I actually am very bad with the topics which are given on spot. But somehow the topic was in my favor, and I knew some things of it. I just quickly googled out the statistics which I'll be using, and yes, very happily, and my team actually won, and I won the best speaker from my team. And also, this will be good news for you. Anam actually won the best speaker from the runner-up team. Like, she was my opponent. So yes.
Wow,
It was a
that's not
wonderful
good news.
experience.
That's great news, actually. Two of my favorite people winning best speakers. I think I will surely listen to the recording just for the sake, for you and Anand's sake. I just want you to win always. If my heart, that is why, that is why I shouldn't be made to judge anything or to even. I just want to listen to you. I just unabashedly, I just love listening to you always. It is something that when you speak from your heart, right, spontaneously in an organic way, I think that itself captivates the audience a lot more, I believe. So I genuinely, I'll make it a point to listen to Anand and your part of the speech, especially. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And of course, Butterfly and you are I think, EELTS guardian angels, I would say, because you come to the rescue whenever there is an issue or something happens, right? So that way, Butterfly and you always stay like two guardian angels. I will surely listen to. Now that I've known that you took part, think that I shouldn't have missed it for the world. But yes, thank you so much, Serenade. It was such a delight listening to you and interacting with you. And I just don't have the heart to stop talking with you. But yes, because of the time constraint, I'd have to stop here. I'll just check if the next participant is here or not. But thank you so much for explaining the word to me. I just love getting enlightened by my regular people. It warms my heart, especially when it's you. Thank you so much, my dear. And congratulations.
Thank you so
You
much.
deserve the world. You deserve the world because you are my favorite speaker in girls, I would say. Anam, of course, she is my favorite. But I think with you, I think I've always had that long journey listening to you, and I think I've always been quite blatant about it. And I've told that I like Patricia the most. And then, guys, it's Ansh, right? So yes, thank you so much. And I wouldn't change that for the world. Of course, I do have my other favorites as well, but that's for another day. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Well deserved, my dear.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And also, one more thing I'd like to add before I part my ways with you, because it's a heart-to-heart day, and the other participant is not here. So, yes, uh, the guy before me, like Nandan, yes, Nandan was there, and he was talking about Game of Thrones. I also tried watching Game of Thrones, and I couldn't make it past the second episode, which was there, and to cope up
I
with
can
that,
understand.
I started
Nandan
watching
is
the
here.
anime.
If you want to interact with Nandan, I think he's listening. So yes, I somehow
Yeah,
made it.
I'm all
Yes.
ears.
I just wanted to see it because of that mother dragon. I forgot
Yeah,
Daria
Emilia Clarke.
Targaryen or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that. I wanted to see her transformation and how she tames the dragons. I wanted to see that, but that was nowhere near the first season or second season, I guess. So I
yeah.
actually left watching that.
You can continue, matlab, it is not a something, but again, it should be something that you are matlab, interested in, because then this is not necessary that if it is a very popular series, then you have to watch it, right?
I know that actually. So it's like I
uh,
couldn't continue and I didn't continue. But I
yeah,
still
it happens,
wanted
it
to know about
happens,
the
it happens.
transformation.
Even I, if I stop watching any series, then I didn't watch it, so it happens. It is very normal. So
But
yeah.
one particular character whose character arch I really wanted to see, I think his name was, uh, I think Jaime Lannister. But my favorite was Tyrion Lannister. But then Jaime Lannister's character towards the end of season 3, I think season 3, I was really impressed with his character arch, how he's slowly transforming, right? So I really wanted to watch it for his sake. I know he was an antagonist, but I don't know,
Right.
will he become a good person after the? I
Obviously,
mean, at least.
obviously.
Oh, really? Okay. I
Yes.
really wanted to watch it for that. That I really like their
he
chemistry, so I wanted to
he
watch
is the
Tyrion
guy.
Lannister. Oh, he's the
I
guy,
love,
really?
yeah, and I love all the characters of GOT. Matlab, they are unique and they have this something matlab, different about them. So yeah, and Tyrion Lannister, you're so right. He is, yeah.
Is that
Initially,
the
it was
short
something
guy with
antagonist,
the
but
fierce
yeah,
look and with
Yes,
beard?
yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
the short guy. Yeah, right. And he got so many awards, Emmys, a lot of Emmys he got for his performance in GOT. So
But I haven't heard of his any other roles in any other after that, right? After Game of Thrones, he hasn't acted in any. I don't know. I'm not aware if he has acted
he
in
has
any other
He,
roles.
he
Yes.
was in X-Men. He was in X-Men movie, that
Ex.
X-Men, Marvel's
Oh,
Marvel's X-Men.
oh,
Right, right.
Marvels. Okay. I
Yeah.
really love
Last year
Marvel's
standard.
Avengers. Oh, okay. Thank you, Divine. Probably I should watch, I guess. I didn't. Mm. Anyways, it's such a wonderful way discussing about these things that arouse my interest. But yes, I have to wrap up my session, guys. It's almost, I can't believe almost 2.5 hours just passed, just like that. Time indeed flies when I'm interacting with people that I love listening to all the more. So I'll just check if the last participant is here because I really, really want to do justice. I want to be, if I say this, I think people will make fun of me. But yes, I just want to see if Khabib is here because I think one other time I didn't get to listen to him. Is Khabib? Khabib, are you there? If you're here, please speak up. I don't see his name. I'm so sorry. In that case, I think I won't be able to host any more people for the day. I think it's safe to say that I'm going to wrap up my session, guys. So for today, I'll just call it a day. I've had a truly, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, I'm literally chuckling, I'm grinning, I can't express. Okay, I've had a marvelous session with you all, especially with Nandan and Serenade. I think the conversation got, and Professor as well, because these three topics that I discussed with them were so much, it was my forte. So I forgot myself. I forgot how time lapsed. So thank you so much. You guys are truly amazing and such awesome listeners, I should say. The great writer Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you." As long as you have the positive mindset and you have that benevolent attribute about you, and you are willing to be kind even towards strangers and work towards your goal without losing your authentic self, I'm sure you are destined to not only achieve success or any sort of milestones in life, but you will also find that infinite peace. Today, I know most of us might have had a stressful and a long, exhausting day. I just wanted to be a rainbow in your cloud. I hope you felt my session was worth your time. Before I part, I just want to read out aloud two poems that has immensely touched my heart. I just want to give out some of the love that I'm feeling tonight and just want to be compassionate towards the listeners and probably those who will be accessing my recording. I've always been known to be someone who spends time only during my sessions. And even on those days, a lot of times, these days, I only tend to host sessions just once a week. So a lot of times it's just topics about different advanced level topics that are catered to one's preferred field. But today was one of those once in a blue moon days where I just had heart to heart conversation with all of you. So generally, I'm very fiercely protective of my inner circle and my inner peace. So I don't engage in conversations on a day-to-day basis. But that's life, right? Today is one exceptional day, and I've had a whale of time with you all. Let me read out this amazing poem that I just chanced upon. One is about the attribute echo. The title is called The Echo of Kindness, and another one is such a perfect topic that will probably put you in that somnolent mood. Okay, so this topic, I do not know who the poet is. If at all you know, kindly enlighten me. It's called The Echo of Kindness by Anonymous, as I'll now say that. And I'll read it out aloud for you. In every night, a mirror bright reflects the way we treat the light. If kindness blooms a gentle grace, then kindness finds its rightful place. If words are sharp, a cutting sting, then echoes rise the pain they bring. But speak with warmth, a gentle tone, and kindness echoes softly sown. If actions sting a hurtful blow, then pain returns a bitter woe. But act with care, with gentle hand, and kindness echoes, understand? So walk with grace, with open eyes, and let your actions be your prize. For in this dance, a simple truth, treat others as you would wish to be in youth. How deeply moving is this poem, right? And because I'm long awaiting, I'm a selenophile, by the way. I just love gazing at the moon. So I have to wait until April 12th, I think, because I've been told that that is the day of the full moon. So I have to wait until then. So I'm just longing to just have a look at the sight of the moon. So I just got so I'm just going to read out about this poem. It's called Night. It's by a renowned English writer. He's a Nigerian author, by the way, a Nobel Prize laureate. His name is 𝙈𝙊𝙉𝙍, and his poem about the night time has moved me so much that I really want to share it out with all of you. And it goes like, let me quote it out for you. The night is a canvas of black, where shadows dance and secrets hide. The stars are scattered like diamonds in the velvet cloak of the sky. The moon, a silent witness, watches over the sleeping world, while the wind whispers tales of old through the branches of the trees. The night is a time of rest, but also a time of dreams, where anything is possible and the imagination takes flight. The night is a time of darkness, but also a time of hope, for the dawn will come and chase away the shadows. The night is a time of change, where the old fades away and the new is born in the embrace of the dark. The night is a time of resilience, where we find strength in the darkness and learn to rise above the storm with the dawn of a new day. How deeply touching is this poem, right? So anyways, it's time for me to wrap up the session. Thank you so much for enlightening me, for teaching a lot about various aspects of life in general. You never know what you are teaching me, guys. I think I've been kind of not expressing myself that way, but thank you so much. I've learned a lot from tonight's session, and I owe it to you guys. I'm immensely happy and elated. I think it's kind of getting late, and I'm draining right now, but yes, thank you so much. It was such a delight listening to each and every one of you. I hope you all get a good night's sleep and rest well for the night. I hope you all start your Tuesday on a really productive note. With this affirmative thought, I'll part for the night. See you all next week on Monday. Till then, take good care of yourselves and be kind and compassionate to those you encounter in your lives. Take care, guys. Good night, sweet dreams. Bye.